It's for a makeup day person, right?
Welcome to Room Full of Swag Football. You guys continue. I'll talk to the audience.
As short as possible, as light as possible.
Today we are live on Facebook.
You grow an inch.
Make sure we're live.
Oh. So there's some real incentive with these guys.
How do I know if I'm live? Can one of y'all check to see if I'm live?
In the world becomes one.
It said it's streaming, so.
What's your name again?
A young god. Why?
On Facebook or like the page?
On Facebook. Like my actual page. That don't make no sense.
Like your actual page or the page you made for this podcast thing?
Don't say. It might be working now.
I don't care. Beat me.
No, it's like my Facebook page. Alright, look at that. Oh, wait. Bro, it recorded everything.
Huh?
Can you check?
You're live.
Can you hear
You're
it?
live.
Click on it. Hello?
Oh yeah, there you are.
Yeah, you can hear us? That's gonna be the worst echo ever. Alright, well we're good. Alright, so we're recording, we're live, we're all set up. We
Hey,
gotta
throw up live on that one. So we can see if it like freezes or something.
I don't know if you're live anymore.
it says 3 people are watching.
Alright, cool.
And we can see all that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it. Can I see if it says any comments or anything? Yep, I can check my comments there.
What if like on here?
That's pretty cool. One reaction.
Pennywise looking thing in the background. Look at something.
Bro, I would shit myself.
Bro.
Yeah, I would move out. I'd be like, yo, man. I don't think that. I think that's. You're not. That's literally the house, bro. You would not be able to climb out of that shit.
Rather die in there than die in the ghost.
The ghost can get there.
No, but I'm dead in there.
So you just become one with the ghost. Some
Better than being haunted.
It's like the
You're with me, right?
Stranger Things shit. Have you guys watched Stranger Things?
No, I haven't seen the new season. I've only seen
The new one's pretty crazy.
first 3 seasons.
They like.
I hear it is really good.
So you haven't watched any of it.
Nah.
So basically, they are trying to escape like the upside down world.
I have seen that.
The upside down world. So yeah. So now.
It's gross.
Yeah.
It's like,
If you like. So that's the 4th season. But that's the 4th season. That's the new one that came out. That's not like in the first 3.
oh.
The first 3 is a different, like it's a demigod basically, and they're trying to escape from that while trying to like keep this little girl that has these powers safe, and like, yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, I seen that part too. She like hit the shit out of this chick with a skate or something.
Yeah, so, well, in this new one, so before they were running away from a demigod, now they're running away from a vasectomy. That's gonna be my little TikTok video. Is if the vasectomy got me, and then I'm just turning into the thing, but it's really called a Vecta or Vegna or something like that.
But that one episode I watched was like perfect because I knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I knew that.
All right, so we're gonna go over a little tournament. Off season, we gotta keep ourselves entertained. Last week we did the best teams to lose the Super Bowl. This week we're going to start with the top receivers under 25. Now, obviously, I already know who's going to win. It's going to be hard to compete against him. It's not A.J. Brown. Don't worry.
He's not 25?
He is. He's third on this list.
Okay.
But you don't have him going all the way.
I personally do. But I know that you guys won't. And this is a tournament for you guys to decide. So, out the 1 seed. So, it's the top 15. So, the 1 seed gets a bye. So, he's automatically in the second round.
No fair.
That's Justin Jefferson.
Why wouldn't you throw Treylon Burks against him, bro?
Well,
You don't want him wiped off the tournament so fast?
we don't know what Treylon Burks is going to do. Tony Jamarin, first pick, second round, quote me. Let's go Avs. Yeah, let's go Avs. Facts.
The one part the lamp is blocking. It's just the
Leon Truss had the biggest upset move
That's cool. That
in
it's
Super Bowl history.
All right. So first seed is
All right, so the number one overall is Justin Jefferson.
I think that's fair.
I didn't include any rookies because we don't know what they're going to look like. All we can go off is their college. Plus, Chris Olave would win it all, obviously.
Stop.
Yeah, Wisconsin fans know just how good he is. All right, so with the bye, he moves on. We'll just move down the list because I set it up like a regular bracket. The 8 and 9 matchup is Elijah Moore from the Panthers. Yeah, Panthers. Versus Devontae Smith from
Eagles.
the Eagles. Now, what I want you guys to think of is who you would pick to like have your team get. Like if you would like base your team around this guy being your number one receiver. Deebo Samuel's not on this list because he's 26. Missed the cutoff by 1 year. Ben Frank.
Who?
He's just making up names. Ben Frank Lizon, however you say it. He missed the list by
not being in the league.
by 2 days. He
Not
just
being
turned
real.
26 2 days ago, so he fell off.
I
But
gotta go with.
Elijah Moore or Devontae Smith.
I gotta go Devontae Smith because I don't know Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore plays across from Robbie Anderson or Robbie Anderson.
On the Panthers?
I'm pretty sure.
You're not talking about DJ Moore, are you?
Maybe, because he's also on this. That's who's on the Panthers. Where the fuck? Oh, Elijah Moore's on the 49ers. He plays across from Debo.
Then I'm definitely going to. I haven't even seen this guy do anything against us.
Yeah, I'll go Devontae Smith.
It's all George Kittle and Debo on that team. See the fact that I don't know who this guy is.
Now
he's in our division.
I got all of these off of a website. I can't remember the website, and somehow my whole history got wiped, so I can't find it.
Yeah, somehow.
No, like I for real had like 14 pages open, and I specifically saved that one open so I could go back to it, and I started using different ones, and it's just all of them just gone, and I'm like, well, that's
You gotta
some
do the
fucking
reopen
bullshit.
close tabs thing, dude.
Yeah, probably. Well, no, that's what I do. I had 14 tabs open on my phone, and all of them are gone.
Oh, on your phone? I don't know.
All of them. I'm like, what the hell? All right, so number 4 was CeeDee Lamb. And then number 13, also from the 49ers, Brandon Ayuk.
I like Brandon Ayuk. But yeah, I'm going CeeDee Lamb. How did 49ers get 2 guys on here?
We got young guys.
But it's old Debo.
All right, number 6, DK
Metcalf.
And then 11, unfortunately for DJ Moore, is DJ Moore.
I like DJ Moore, but I mean, come on.
It's DK.
Yeah,
I'm like a huge homer if I go with DJ Moore.
Yeah, you gotta take DK there.
All right, now the star of the show, at number 3, AJ Brown, versus number 14, Darnell Mooney.
Mooney's pretty good, bro.
Yeah, what team you play for?
I don't know. The
Like
Jets. AJ Brown.
Yeah, AJ.
Now this is where it gets
See,
interesting.
they know what we're talking about.
Somehow.
That's Gabe.
What do you say? What'd you say?
That's Gabe. All right, so now we got. This is a good matchup. This is probably my favorite matchup of the first round. It's the closest in my opinion. Number 7, T. Higgins versus number 10, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Deedens.
See, I'm going Amon-Ra, but I understand if you guys go T because you guys don't know about Amon-Ra. He know about Amon-Ra St. Brown.
He was like he plays for the Lions.
The only good player on the line. The only.
But DeAndre
Is
Swift.
deep.
That's why he was getting so many.
Swift was injured.
Not the whole season.
Okay, but
Good chunk of
the
last-
whole end, yeah.
Good chunk of the last.
Played against
game.
So
us.
why is
Oh,
Debo so good? Because he's the only one getting anything given to him.
No, he has Kittle there.
All of the running backs are injured. George Kittle, mainly a blocker. Let's be honest.
Are you serious?
No.
I wish Kittle was just a
take.
blocker.
So you going T?
I am.
My boy getting robbed out
He gets
here.
away with grabbing Jalen Ramsey's face mask and pulls it across him and
He-
makes the catch.
He does have a Super Bowl touchdown. That is correct.
Hey, one guy went to the Super Bowl. One guy was the second pick.
Colts
Led to the second pick.
Colts fans that watch this will say that Michael Pittman is highly disrespected here because it's the 5 seed Jalen Waddle versus the 12 seed Michael Pittman.
I might think Michael Pittman's better.
I don't have a favorite in that one, really.
That's the closest one for
Yeah.
me so far.
Why? Jalen Waddle went off last year as a rookie. Michael Pittman's average at best, bro.
Average? Oh my
At best,
God.
bro.
He had an
Look at their
average quarterback.
Tua is worse than Carson Wentz.
Yeah, but he only had
Is he
different-
worse?
Yes.
I don't know if he's worse.
Bro, Tua can't throw the ball more than 15 yards.
I mean, I'll give it to Jalen Waddle. I'm just saying. I don't think it's as big a blowout as he was making it seem.
All right, so you giving it to Jalen Waddle or Michael Pittman?
Do we have to agree?
No, you guys can talk it out. Unanimous, yeah.
But one person has to move on, right? So we basically have to.
You guys just have to talk it out. It has nothing to do with me. You guys talk it
No,
out.
but the list.
Yeah, somebody has to move on.
Yeah.
I like Pittman.
I don't have a favorite.
He's a better build.
So who are you going with though?
I would say
Honestly,
Waddle's the
it's
safe
It's a
pick.
coin flip for me.
Who would you want as your number one receiver?
See, I might pick Pittman if that's. I don't think Pittman's reached his full potential.
If Wyatt agrees with Pittman, I mean, you guys got to agree with somebody.
I think Waddle's the safe pick.
Yeah, I'll go with Waddle too.
It doesn't have to be safe though. It's just who you think would be a better number one receiver. Because now Waddle doesn't even have to be a number one receiver. You got
Same.
Tyreek Hill.
Taking both of those guys over AJ Brown.
You're a joke. All right. Now, obviously, number 2, Jamar Chase versus number 15, Jared Judy.
I've been saying the Broncos receivers are overrated. I said it. Quote
Get
me.
over it.
Oh, somebody said Pittman. See, it's not as one-sided as you think, bro.
Do you want me to switch it to Pittman?
No, we already wrote it.
You
down.
got a third person saying Pittman.
Nah, bro.
All right. So now we got the round 2, clash of the 18. We got Justin Jefferson versus Devontae Smith.
Justin Jefferson.
That's pretty easy. I mean, really, Justin Jefferson should win this thing.
I don't know. I like Jamar Chase too.
I mean, it'll probably come down to those two. I'm just saying it.
The disrespect. CeeDee Lamb versus DK Metcalf.
I think I'm taking DK over CD.
I like CD Lamb more.
Really?
If CD had Russ, I think he'd have a better season than DK had. My
My
opinion.
CD. Oh, I had Russ.
CD don't be catching every ball though.
Well, neither does DK.
Yeah, but DK's.
But I like
Wow.
CD's
DK.
faster, bro.
Physical.
Is he
I think so.
faster
CD's
than
faster than
DK
DK.
Metcalf?
I think so. Just because
I think
DK ran down Buda Baker don't mean he's the Flash.
He's also runs like a 4.4.
But it takes him a minute to build up.
He's also like 260 pounds, all muscle.
Was he
Basically,
6'2", 6'3",
like-
something?
It's basically like having John Cena with speed.
No. Right?
Not,
So who
I-
are you taking?
I like
Gabe,
DK.
Oh.
we need your take.
I'll
CD or
concede to
DK?
the DK thing because, you know, I'm a homer for CD, but I'm just saying.
Oh, he went to Oklahoma.
I still think it's better. CD didn't have to wait till the end of the first round to get drafted.
When did he
They
do that?
knew.
DK shouldn't have.
DK be doing too
Well,
much of this.
My thing about DK is nobody knew who he was in college until he pictures started getting posted of him because AJ Brown took all the shine.
It is still crazy to me that Ole Miss had both DK and
But no
AJ
quarterback to
Brown.
throw to him. Could you imagine if they went to like an
Absolutely
actual power school like Alabama, Georgia,
Bro.
Ohio State, Oklahoma, Texas, USC, anybody, literally anybody that had a decent quarterback.
Dude, Clemson had DeAndre Hopkins, Sammy Watkins, and that dude from Pittsburgh with
Deontay-
the dreads. He had like a really good 2 years, but then he got like popped for steroids. Oh my god. He had that one weird touchdown where it like got caught under his thigh.
I
and he,
know
like,
who you're talking
front
about, but I
flip.
can't think of his name.
You know what I'm
I
talking
thought DeAndre Hopkins did that.
No.
Yeah, I thought.
In the playoff game, it's the thing. I want to say his name is Martavius Bryant. That
Yeah.
sounds right.
Yeah, yeah.
But they had all three of those guys.
At
Who was
the
their
same
quarterback?
Was it Trevor Lawrence? No, that was way too. Was it Deshaun Watson?
Yeah,
No.
I thought that Sean Watson was there at the same time.
Sean got there
Ty-
after
It was
them.
like Boyd something.
Yeah,
Tyler, no,
Taj Boyd?
Taj
I
Boyd.
think so.
I think,
Taj
yeah,
Boyd.
I think so.
And it made him because he was a high pick, right?
I don't think so.
Mm,
He had a chance though.
yeah.
It's,
He's-
He
He was
definitely
a
went to
higher-
an NFL team. I just can't remember where.
He bounced. I know he played for the Bills for a little bit, right?
That I don't know. I don't know it.
He said Metcalf, but that's just his opinion.
we can go with Metcalf. I'm just saying. Intangibles, man. DK
Yeah.
you doing this, bro. Crying.
Sometimes that's all that matters.
I don't know about that, but
I'm just
what's
saying.
next?
We play the man twice a year. Don't get like 40 yards on us. That's all I'm saying.
Who does? You have Jalen Ramsey.
Jamar Chase did pretty well for himself.
Yeah, but Jamar Chase be catching a 1 yard pass and then taking off for 90 yards.
I bet CD had more than 40 yards against us
Didn't
as a
they
rookie.
Just be riding Oklahoma players.
Rubs. You're the one riding Baker over there, man.
I said Baker should start over Deshaun.
No.
It might be with
Yeah.
the lawsuits coming out.
That's the only reason why I should start over.
All right,
Man,
AJ
if I
Brown,
was- If I was Baker Mayfield, I still might like, no, I'm not playing for you guys.
AJ Brown, and T Higgins.
I'll take
AJ,
AJ, bro.
yeah.
And then last of the final 8 is Waddle and Jamar Chase.
Jamar.
Yeah, I
Hold on. Let's weigh the options.
Jamar. Jamar is the only option.
know. All
What
right.
if Waddle had Burrow, huh? Who say the connection's not better?
Let's see who's gonna
Oh,
make
Jamar.
it. Who's gonna make it to the championship? We got Justin Jefferson and DK Metcalf.
I'm going Jefferson.
Would have been a closer battle for CD.
No, it wouldn't have.
No,
Y'all sleeping on the man. Wait till he gets a quarterback.
AJ Brown
that ain't never happening.
and Jamar Chase. Don't worry, I already wrote AJ Brown down. I know it's Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Here's my argument for Justin Jefferson. Is that what it's down to?
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase.
Justin's done it for 2 years now. We don't know if Jamar
With Kirk Cousins.
with Kirk Cousins. We don't know
Yeah,
if Jamar
that is a valid point.
just got lucky. I don't want to say lucky, but if it was just
Now,
they didn't know what to expect from Jamar,
Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase both had a connection already.
and they had that. And Jamar had the extra game his rookie year.
But Jamar Chase did.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what are you talking about, Lee?
Jamar Chase had way more hate coming out of college than Justin Jefferson.
Not released that out that year. or
Yeah,
something.
everybody. Yeah. Everybody said he shouldn't be the number 1 receiver off the board. So, who you taking? Who you taking, Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson?
Jamar.
Ooh. Ooh, Gabe said Jefferson.
See, I made a good point.
It's tied.
You got Wyatt.
They're-
I think
Depends
just-
on who his quarterback is.
just because
Well, it's
sample
just
size,
who your number 1 receiver is.
Who'd you rather have
I
on the
would go
Browns?
Jefferson.
Jarvis Landry.
Oh, over Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, you'd
Yes.
have Jarvis Landry.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, take your Browns homer ass upstairs.
No, I'm serious. Leadership. Yeah.
Justin Jefferson already shows signs of leadership. He's taken over as the top
Shows
dog.
Signs.
He's 24 years old.
Yeah, but Landry is one of the best locker room leaders, team leaders in the league.
As a number 1 receiver, though, Jarvis Landry, bro?
Yeah, he makes.
He's not a number 1 receiver on the half of the team.
No, he's my number. You should ask me who my number 1 was. We're not talking about stats.
We're talking about who you would want
I'd
if you.
take Metcalf over freaking.
Oh my God!
There.
What he said.
Gabe's roasting your ass saying Jarvis Landry. Oh,
Oh,
God.
you said
Okay,
Jamar
who?
Chase though.
Illusion.
All right, boy.
That
So how old is Jamar Chase?
they're 1 year apart. I think Jefferson's 25. Jamar's.
Oh,
I'd take Jamar. No, for real. Jamar and then DK Metcalf.
I like DK, but
DK is
DK's
overrated.
not top 10.
DK's not top 10.
You didn't ask who the top 10 was.
No, we're saying who would you take as your number one receiver between Jamar
On
Chase
my
and,
favorite team,
on your team? You're building a team. You're a new GM. You're building your team. You can pick either Justin
well,
Jefferson
that's
or Jamar
different than
Chase.
who do you want on your team.
Okay, so you're building
on my
your team.
I want Jarvis Landry
But
back.
we're saying Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase as your true number one receiver.
Jamar.
So Jamar is 22 years old.
Oh, and Justin's 25? 24?
They're both really talented.
23?
You can't go
24?
wrong with either one.
Man.
Justin Jefferson is 22 years old too.
God damn, he's young.
So they're both 22?
Oh,
Yeah, they're both
shit.
22.
See, that's another reason to take Justin.
But you know what? I'll take Debo over both of them.
Yeah, Debo's 26 though. This is top receivers under 25.
Oh, okay. I don't know how they are. I don't
We
care.
need a definitive champion.
I'm going Jefferson.
Yeah, I'll go Jefferson.
Alright.
How old's Cooper?
Like 28?
Yeah, he's like 28, 29.
Is he really that old?
Yeah, he's
Dude,
been in the
I
league
didn't
for
know he
what,
was
5
that old.
years? 6 years?
I'd take him
Oh
on
yeah,
my
he
team
was drafted
before.
in 2017.
Bro, him and Robert Woods are literally like the same age.
He just was injured for like 2.5 years.
He like 4-year redshirted too.
We went to the Broncos-Rams game, and he literally almost re-injured his same leg that he just came off of injury for.
No, that was the first time he heard it. He heard it later
Oh.
in the year.
But that's a bad boy.
Yeah, no, he's good.
Is he the best receiver in the league though?
No, that's Devontae Adams.
No,
Devontae's the Raiders now. Are you
Devontae
still
Adams.
you're still sticking to that?
It's Cooper Cup.
Yes.
He has the title.
Woo!
Going into this year,
but think
Cooper
about it.
Cup is the best.
Justin Jefferson is 22 years old, and he put
That's
up what
crazy.
1,600 yards last year as a second-year player. Like, come on, he's at back-to-back over 1,500-yard seasons.
So I'm going with Justin over in this.
Mm.
Let Jamar do it again, and then I'll say Jamar.
Devontae, you think? He's just really good. Devon, they're about the same age, right? He's like 29, 30.
Yeah, he's not 30 yet, I don't
No.
think.
So yeah, him
Oh,
and
Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
they're about the same age.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean we could discuss the receivers. We can debate that.
29.
All.
Probably
He's
gonna say-
almost 30.
But on your team, it don't matter age. Probably Coop.
I don't know. Antonio Brown.
Probably Coop, my number one.
Antonio Brown in his
You
prime
guys
though.
heard that? Right?
Come on.
Yeah, but he also said he would take Jarvis Landry, bro. You lost this battle. You
Hey,
fucked
exclude
You
up.
what
know
he
I'm
said.
clowning. But I would. Jarvis is a good teammate.
He's okay, but
He's
you're
good to
looking
build
at.
a team around.
But to pick your true number one, that's like a 10th or
Are you saying
11th
he's
round
not a
pick.
talented receiver?
He is a
I
talented.
don't think he's a
He's
number
a
one
number
in the league.
2 receiver though.
He's got to be on this trajectory. He's like 30, ain't he?
I think he's about right here.
Coming off an injury?
Kind of like Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's different.
That's
no,
not a moving position.
no other player does what Tom Brady does. You can't compare Tom
No,
Brady
but
to anybody
You
else.
can't say
That's
his
a
age
freak
is
out.
making him decline in ability.
But a
But
lot
he's
of
just a cool.
nine,
I mean,
This
he's
is all
not
his
pure
ability,
athleticism.
right?
No, he doesn't have it like he used to.
99% of
But for a team
athletes.
environment,
n-
he's the best player on the field
who?
to build a team around.
Tom?
No.
Jarvis?
Jarvis was the best leader on the Browns team. That's what I'm
I'll
saying.
take Bobby Wagner as my leader.
Bobby's the best, one of the best linebackers in the league.
I get it. You got Bobby
You
Wagner.
got everybody.
Bobby's about top 3 in the league in that position.
I agree.
I'm talking about build a team. That's your question. Who do you build a team around?
As your number one receiver. You can't say Jarvis is my number one receiver and win games. You're going to win maybe
Win
7 or
What are you
8.
talking about?
What are you going to do? You're going to throw it to Jarvis the whole time because you passed on every other receiver to pick Jarvis?
Sure.
And then every receiver gets taken off the board and you come back around at, because at this point you're looking at a snake draft. You're not looking at the fixed draft because that's unfair. So we're looking at like a fantasy type draft. Now you're
your
picking.
rules in this conversation. You asked me who
I
I'd
said,
take on my
who
team.
would you
I want
pick
Jarvis
as your
Landry.
All right, Stephen A. Smith, get the hell out of here.
Gabe, give me Jarvis, baby.
Fate of the universe. Aliens pointed.
Give me Jarvis.
Give me Iguodala. Give me Landry. No, bro.
Jarvis over any Bronco receiver.
I mean, probably.
That I could probably agree with. Who's C.J. Schwartz?
No, his ability. Talent,
No way,
receiving
man. Said
ability,
Broncos
you
winning.
can't take Jarvis.
Winning
I know
what
that,
all the
but
preseason?
If you're building a team and you need a leader, he's a great one. But
Sure, as like a
right,
second option.
right.
Maybe third.
But I'm biased. You know,
All right.
you got to be biased too. Devontae's an okay receiver.
He's definitely top 3.
Top 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's not an okay.
He's not 1 or
receiver.
2.
That's
He's no Cooper Cup.
He's
for
not
real.
Cooper or Jarvis. Y'all have a good one. I'm
Okay.
leaving. I'm going to Oklahoma.
Okay.
That was the yeah. He's going to Oklahoma. Maybe he could hit up CeeDee Lamb, bring him back, hang out.
Yeah,
Hey.
bring him to LA, dog. Everybody else is here.
I'm right there. I'm 14 miles from OU campus.
Hit up Baker, see if he'll come hang out with you. Be like, yo, bro, you got to get on the right trajectory.
I think he's packing his shit up in the middle of the night and getting out of Cleveland where nobody can see him.
Bro, if Deshaun
All those damn
Watson
commercials
if
you
Deshaun
see,
Watson
this is
gets-
my house.
if Deshaun Watson gets stuck up in some of this shit that's going on right now again, and y'all just don't have a quarterback because
I'm telling
Case
Baker.
Keenum time.
I'd rather have a healthy Baker than a healthy Deshaun.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sorry.
the
I think-
Browns already
I
burned the
think
bridge.
Literally lost them both. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if Deshaun's playing this year.
Yeah, I
And
don't
I don't
think
think
so.
Baker wants to play for Cleveland.
I wouldn't want to play for him either after they turned.
So
on
what
him.
needs to happen is the Browns need to trade
He
Baker
didn't
for
play
Ryan
hurt to try to
Tannehill.
win games.
Let's go.
You know, he played
you be any
hurt.
better?
He hurt the team more than he helped him.
We'd
but
be
he
about the
tried.
same.
He was trying.
Then why do it?
He wasn't
Because
like
that's a
one of
Super
these
Bowl.
fucking quarterbacks sit on the side.
We're winning the Super Bowl.
How is it the same?
Our defense,
No, this
because they're about the
motherfucker tried to
same.
play with serious injuries, and he hurt the team.
Right. Yeah.
And the fucking stupid ass fans turned on him.
And the coaches and
Yeah.
the whole
yeah.
fucking organization, like that's
He probably shouldn't have played. He shouldn't have.
the coach shouldn't have let him play.
Exactly.
His ass was on the line.
But I would take a healthy Baker because healthy Baker took him to the first playoffs they've been to in how many fucking years?
And whomped the shit out of the Steelers.
Yes. That's
Alright.
enough to secure
Steelers
your
were
job for your
slumping,
career
right?
right there. Beat the Steelers.
Let's be real. This
Make sure you
they
guys
were
like
slumping,
and
bro.
subscribe. Roomful of Swag on YouTube, TikTok. If we get to 10K subscribers, I'll do a whole
Yeah.
stream in my
I
underwear.
made a Justin Jefferson animation, by the way. Throw that-
Can you make him catching a ball that says "Roomful of Swag" on it?
Could.
You should. That'd be sick. And be like, our Roomful of Swag's #1 receiver under 25, and we could post it on TikTok. And
Let's
take
start hanging
credit.
up stuff in the back.
We need to.
Scott Foster, Justin Jefferson.
Scott Foster, man. Who's winning? Scott Foster or Justin Jefferson?
Obviously, Scott Foster.
Scratch that shit. I want TJ Hushmanzada.
Okay.
Come on.
Fucking Scott Foster's out there. Justin Jefferson's going up for a pass. He just trips him.
Scott's like slapping it down.
We need to get Gabe on here.
I
He
guess.
knows football.
He's more active.
Amber,
than
who you
Diop, huh?
taking? Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase.
Hate when you ask me stupid questions.
Well,
Yeah, see, it's
What the
obviously.
batteries are?
no. They're somewhere in those drawers. Oh, the bag's upstairs if you want to play Just Dance.
I was worried about batteries.
Everybody say hi to Amber. She's pregnant. All right. So now we're going to move on to a fun new segment. Hasn't been put into Roomful of Swag yet. We're going to do, well, actually, we did overpaid, underpaid. Now we're going to do overrated or underrated, but we're going to do divisions so that way it doesn't take up, 700 years.
Right.
So we'll just do divisions. Overrated, underrated. We'll start with,
Pyramid. Overrated.
I agree.
Damn.
we got haters in the building. Haters in the building. It's Mr. Stereo Girl.
Jesus.
Alright, so we're going with AFC South. Overrated, underrated. Overrated. God.
For the whole division, so all 4 teams.
All 4 teams.
Who's in that division?
Titans, Colts, Jags,
Yeah.
Texans. I'm going to say overrated Trevor Lawrence because people are still saying he's not going to be a bust. He's going to produce. He's going to be the best
So,
quarterback out of
You're
the...
basing the whole division on people's perception of Trevor Lawrence.
Well, isn't that what
All I hear is
rating
what
is-
you and Christian say, so y'all just be shitting on the man.
Christian doesn't like Trevor Lawrence either?
pretty sure.
I just know he's a bust.
I'm giving the man a chance.
Everybody's saying give him a chance, give him a chance.
Why not?
Got a new coach. Urban Meyers was a good coach. They just couldn't handle him.
Was he a good coach?
I don't know. I never played for him. At Ohio State, he was. Got us a championship, the first ever.
Because the kids are scared, bro. These adults ain't scared about this.
Yeah.
No Ohio State player has ever came out and been like, he's treating me poorly.
Because they go look like a little girl if
That-
they say that.
Yeah, but a grown-ass man who's playing for millions of dollars doesn't look like a little girl.
No, the team rallied behind that idea that he was a dick.
Yeah, because they're all little bitches. That's why they're the Jags.
He is a dick.
Let
You're
Urban
trying to
kick
say
you,
that-
bro.
He
Wade
didn't
Phillips?
go home with the team. He stayed in Cleveland and then had not his wife grinding up on him.
Oh no, a famous person had not his wife grinding on him.
That's the person you want leading.
You don't see that happening Scottie Pippen literally had girls all over. No, Paul Pierce had girls all over his Instagram.
Scottie Pippen's wife everywhere.
Bro, for Will Smith's wife.
But that's the person you want leading your team.
You want Jada Pinkett leading the women's rights activist.
I mean, to be fair, why is the whole team flying out but the coaches staying?
Don't ask me. I'm not a coach. Never been.
That's him
Never will
punting his NFL career away because he's like,
Basically.
"Ooh,
And
it's a
now
little
he's
bit
going
harder
back.
up here."
He might be going back to Boston College.
Yeah, if they get
I
some
didn't hear that.
top
It was
recruiting
just
class, he'll go there.
Some dude making fan fiction for the Cleveland
Fan fiction.
newspaper.
Your dad's writing up there.
But to answer the question,
Overrated. I'm sticking with Trevor Lawrence. You guys can have different opinions.
Who else is in the division?
Titans, Colts,
Texans?
Jags, Texans.
Well, Texans and Jags don't have anyone that's overrated.
Trevor Lawrence.
I literally don't hear anyone say overrated. Would be like, yeah, Trevor Lawrence is gonna lead them to like 10 wins this year.
What's that dude's name that just got signed by the Jags? The receiver.
Christian Kirk.
Kirk, yeah. Christian Kirk, probably overrated because he just got paid $80 million to be a number one receiver.
I think everybody was surprised about how much he got paid.
So has to be someone from the Titans or Colts.
Michael Pittman,
Can we
overrated.
just say like
Matt Ryan would be Christian's say. Don't worry, Christian, I got you.
See, no one's really giving Ryan Tannehill or Matt Ryan that status, so
yeah,
No.
I might go with underrated.
I like Jonathan Taylor and Derrick Henry.
Overrated Derrick Henry?
No, I said
Oh,
I
you like them. I thought you meant you liked them as an overrated
Oh,
pick.
like
I was
candidates?
like, come on, bro. What about Brandon Cook?
I can't say he's overrated
Because he's kind of rated properly.
He just doesn't have anybody. Like he's the only like notable name on the team.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with underrated because I don't believe
All right, I got
anyone believes those teams are actually gonna go far in the playoffs.
I got my.
Everybody's
overrated pick.
overrating the Colts. They're saying they're going to be like the
I
top
haven't heard
4
that.
team.
Doug Peterson, overrated.
The coach?
I mean, he's a Super Bowl winning coach, but
He
Yeah.
got fired like 2 years later.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that.
And now the Colts can't even make it to the playoffs.
I think they're winning division.
he might be close.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. That's what everybody said last year.
I didn't say that last year.
All right.
I did. What?
I don't know, I think the Titans are still gonna win that division.
They are.
Bro,
Handedly.
please, come on.
They're going to win the conference.
Who has the better defense?
The Titans.
Who has the better defense?
Literally, at the end of last year, the Titans had a better defense, and we added more parts.
So do they.
Not good ones.
They added Stephon Gilmore.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
Stephon Gilmore's on a decline. Do you see what he did with the Panthers last year? No.
Who wants to be on the Panthers? Last year.
Treylon Burks going for 150 on him.
Let's see if he gets in. All right?
Yeah.
No, Robert Woods will probably be guarded by him. Who's the most overrated player in the AFC South?
Fuck, I don't know.
Trevor Lawrence.
No, he's not overrated. Everybody knows he sucks.
No, everybody says he's not best. That's what I'm saying.
Is he overrated? Do you think people think he's better than he is?
I think he's
people
better than
think
what
he's
he
garbage.
showed. I think he's better than what he showed last year.
He's not.
I think he's a better athlete and better player than he played. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
But that's underrated then.
But I don't think people think he's better. than he is. I don't think he's overrated.
They're still saying he's going to be the best player out of this draft. He's the next Peyton Manning. He's not the next Peyton Manning.
You think they were saying that about Peyton Manning after his first year?
No.
He's not
No,
the next
he's doing-
John Elway.
What, 20 interceptions or 22 or something like that?
He led the league. That's for sure.
He has the record for most interceptions for a
Trevor's not a
rookie.
good quarterback.
Didn't James break that?
Not his rookie year.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Alright.
I have to look
Could
it
be
up.
his
I guess.
team.
Now you're
I
second
think his
guessing.
team had a lot to do with it.
Jordan
Oh,
said
yeah,
the
that's
most
just offensive.
overrated.
O-line.
Yeah. They give him a chance.
Jordan said the most overrated is the Colts coach, Doug Peterson.
The Jags coach,
The
Doug
Jags
Yeah,
coach, Doug Peterson.
That's the best candidate I've heard so far.
As
Yeah, but
being
if you have
overrated.
if you have an overrated coach and an overrated quarterback, your team's still gonna suck.
I don't think Matt Ryan's overrated.
He's
No.
the Jags coach.
I thought he was.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's
sorry.
real.
Yeah.
Calling him Matty Ice and all
he got
that.
me
Yeah, he's never
confused.
been ice cold.
I mean, that one
He's a
season he
decent
was.
quarterback.
I don't think
Yeah.
anyone's like
He can
expecting him to
win.
Yeah, no,
shred
no,
it
yeah.
though.
No one thought he was like the elite.
Overrated. I don't think anybody overrates Trevor. I think he's a better player than he can play with that team.
Well, that
than he
team
can
just
be.
gave him no
Yeah,
help.
he's a better player than he can
And-
be with that
yeah.
team.
They got better pieces coming in. 2 running backs. A
Yeah, with
receiver.
Travis Etienne coming back too. Yeah.
I think he'll have a respectable
Well,
season.
we'll see. New rosters next year. I think Colin Kaepernick will be the most overrated.
He's
player.
not getting
I don't think
signed.
I don't think he's playing.
He literally visited with the Raiders. That was it. I don't
Hey,
think
yeah,
he's.
if he puts a uniform on, he'll be the most
You just
overrated
hate
player.
Colin
I
Kaepernick
do
for,
hate Colin Kaepernick.
for no reason.
Right,
I
guys?
got reason.
I got the underrated candidate, right? Robert Woods. All right, guys. Let's
Come
be
on
real
now.
here.
I'll take it.
Underrated.
Robert Woods is underrated, my friend.
I'll take it. Gabe said, "What's up?"
So, Gabe,
Sounded
I'm
like
out.
Marcus
Nobody's
there.
here, bro.
All
He ain't on the
peace.
take
Rams.
care of that kitchen and everything.
Yeah,
I fell asleep.
you good. All right, I'll take Robert Woods as underrated.
Do you know who might be one of the most overrated players? Denzel Ward.
Yeah, that's not the South, and no, he's not.
You said that's not this house.
I said that's the
South.
South.
Oh.
I
It's
meant
not
the
the
North.
AFC South.
It's the
AFC
North.
South.
Yeah, it's not the South.
It's
It's
not
the
the
North.
South, but he's pretty overrated. And he came from Ohio State. You can love on him if you want.
Bro, man's still a good cornerback.
He either makes a play or he gets burnt 4 times.
So he's making one play every five plays, and the Browns
No, he's
defense.
burnt 4. He gets burnt on 4 plays, and he makes one good play. He's overrated.
All right.
Sorry,
Here,
I'm a fan. I'm a big Denzel fan, but he's overrated.
I got one for overrated that cancels out my Robert Woods. Darius Williams, overrated.
Why?
Because
Linebacker?
quarterback.
Didn't
You're
he
thinking
just
of
go to
Darius
the?
Leonard,
Yeah.
Didn't he
right.
just go to the Colts,
the Jags.
the Jags?
But I don't know. He had one good year. Can't tackle. Small. But yeah, he's paid like a
Did he go to?
number 2
Did
corner.
he play for the Rams?
He did.
And that's why you think he's overrated.
I like Darius Williams.
All right.
He's undrafted for a reason.
All right. So, you got any overrated, underrated for them?
Yeah, I'm doing all the work over here.
I was trying to stick to the whole division, and now you guys are just naming out players.
I stuck to the division.
No, you're naming players from the division. I'm just strictly
Oh, a
saying,
team?
yeah. Well, no, I'm just strictly staying to the division. I think as a division as a whole, I think they might be underrated.
Oh, he
I
said
wasn't-
players.
I wasn't thinking of it that way either.
Oh, I thought you were said the division as a whole.
Like
are they overrated, underrated?
like one player overrated from the division, one player underrated from the division.
Oh,
But we could
gotcha.
talk
I
about
thought you were
if
just
they were
talking about the
overrated or
division.
underrated as a whole division too. And I'm gonna say overrated because the Titans are the only good things coming out of it. The Jags are gonna be the second
Yeah,
worst.
but I believe everybody believes the Jags are going to suck. I believe everybody thinks that
The Texans are gonna
Texans,
suck.
Texans are going to be the worst team in the league.
And
Maybe
that's why I say
Bears.
overrated because the Colts are being put ahead of the Titans, and the Colts are gonna not. They're gonna win maybe 8 games. Maybe
I think,
the Colts are way overrated, and that brings it as an overrated conference. Now the Titans are underrated because they're saying they're going to win like 9 games. And no, They're going to win like 14.
I'd say the Titans are rated and the Colts are underrated.
I think the Colts are going to be a joke this year. They'll probably lose to the Jags and the Texans.
They got the better quarterback.
Then who?
Out of the two teams.
The Titans?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Running back might be a wash.
Derrick Henry.
I'll give it to Derrick Henry, but I'm saying.
Receivers? The Titans got the better receivers.
Who? Robert versus Pittman?
And then Treylon Burks.
We don't know who he is.
We got Austin Hooper.
They have...
Exactly. Is it... No, it's... Oh, who is it? It's not a good...
I wanted to say...
Jack Doyle, right?
It probably is.
If it's still him, then that's... Yeah, easy. That dude's trash.
I thought it was Ebron for a second, but
he went
that's
to the
years.
Steelers, yeah.
That's years ago.
I think Ebron actually went to the Jags.
He's only good with Andrew Luck. All right, let's be real.
And then our offensive line is better.
Is it?
Yes.
Based on?
Derrick Henry having a better sample size of rushing.
Right, but he's coming off an injury. JT's fresh. He's ready.
But he's going to have to break a lot of tackles.
I mean, if you go off of JT's first 2 years in the league and
Derrick Henry's first 2 years starting?
His first 2 years in the league, JT's better.
If you go off of when Derrick Henry actually got to play,
We're not
Derrick
talking about
Henry's
that. We're talking
better,
about
bro.
First 2 years in the leagues.
We already covered the Colts have a better defense.
they don't, though.
Dog, they do.
Literally, at the end of last season, they did not.
Because they were like, what the fuck is this quarterback doing, man? I'm just coasting.
Oh,
They
but the
get
Titans,
here.
the Titans weren't like, what the fuck is Ryan Tannehill doing now?
They
huh?
believe in him.
Who?
The defense.
The Titans defense believes in themselves.
They remember when Marcus Mariota was there. They were like, this is bad, but it's not as bad as it was.
Hey, Mariota threw a touchdown to himself. All right, don't disrespect.
What should have been picked if we're being real about it, right?
Hey, but he still scored.
The fact Darrell Reeves got both of his hands on it means he could have picked it.
And then allowed Mariota to catch it and score.
I'd be in disbelief too if I tried to swat it down. It went right back where it threw.
So you're saying, as a whole, both of you think the South is underrated?
I don't know, because they have like
I think
possibly.
So. I think they could possibly.
Yeah, but
surprise
everybody
me.
knows that the Texans and Jags are going to be the worst. So that's kind of
But that
perfectly
counts
rated.
though.
Yeah, but that's like a perfect rating. That's not
Okay.
over or under.
Well then, yeah, I'd say as a whole the division's underrated.
I'm still going over because the Colts are being overly projected.
I think that's gonna be a tight race for the division, honestly. But
I
think
do too.
But the Titans squeak it out.
No, handedly beating the
No,
shit out of the Colts.
Handedly, yeah.
Handedly.
Yeah, I think the
That's
Titans
like
are
me
gonna-
saying the Rams and Cardinals are going to be a close race.
The Cardinals won the division last year.
Yeah. I think
Oh
that's
no,
what-
they almost won the division. We
I think
tied
that
with the
is
same
gonna be a
record
tight
though.
race.
It's
No.
not this year. DeAndre Hopkins is out. But we're moving on to the AFC North.
Which is
Bengals, Ravens, Browns, Steelers. Most overrated player, Deontay Johnson. People still saying that mans can catch. Mans cannot catch. Steelers receiver,
okay, underrated. I might say
Joe Mixon.
I'm gonna go with Joe Mixon now that you said it.
It's Joe Mixon.
I was gonna say Trubisky because like people are just not even giving him a
Dog.
chance.
Yeah, we don't even know if he's gonna start.
See, so he's a candidate for me.
He is.
I like Joe
That's
Mixon. though.
underrated.
Maybe after last year, Joe Mixon's not as underrated, but
I still don't hear people talking about him.
no, he's not in the conversation, but he should be. Like, that man's a beast. And he's like 24 years old.
He's probably over.
I don't think he is.
He's gotta be. 'Cause he's
I-
been on the Bengals for like 3-4 years now. Let's see if I can beat you.
Probably. My shit just went to fucking voice to text.
25.
25.
But, in a month it'll be 26. Come on, bro. I can't keep carrying this, dog.
I'm sorry. Overrated player in the AFC North.
Overrated. Baker Mayfield.
Not now.
I don't even think he's overrated anymore. People are.
Not now.
Now
Now
everyone
everybody.
call him trash?
Yeah,
basically.
that's why he's not getting traded, because nobody wants him.
I mean, I would trade for him. Not because I think he's trash. It's because you got to cut him at some point, right?
Well, yeah, but they also don't want him on their team.
Well, to be fair, most of the teams don't need a quarterback.
But the teams
Seattle
that
needs a
do.
quarterback.
They do, but at the same time, I'd be like, well, we got Drew. Let's just wait for them to cut him.
Cuddle?
We got Gino. Let's just wait for them to
I
cut
know.
Baker.
I thought he said cuddle.
Oh.
I was like, whoa, what?
Cuddle.
Alright. I'm sticking with overrated. Oh, underrated is Joe, and then overrated
Where's the North one again?
Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, Browns. I'm sticking with Deontay Johnson as overrated. You could also go on the opposite side of Deontay Johnson and say Chase Claypool, because he kind of like blew up and got stardom because of his TikTok.
I like Claypool.
Yeah, but he's just not that good.
I'm gonna stick with my picks.
I honestly got nothing. I suck at this.
All right, as a division, are they overrated or underrated?
I'd say overrated, just because they're at such a high standard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
I was
overrated
thinking the
because
same.
everybody thinks that.
It's hard to
They're
say
like-
they're
Bengals are
underrated.
probably gonna do good. I don't know if the Steelers. People think that the Steelers are gonna do good this year.
Yeah,
Steelers
they've been under
fans do.
500 though.
Steelers fans think they're gonna win the division.
Well, they're dumb.
Yeah, they have a good defense though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with over. I think that division's overrated. I don't think that division's gonna.
The
do
AFC
good.
North might have the best overall defensive teams. Because you think the Ravens, the Steelers, the Bengals, and the Browns all have pretty good defenses.
Bengals might have the worst defense out of the one.
Yeah.
all the ones you just named.
And they're good defense.
I'm excited to see what the Ravens do this year.
Yeah, because they got J.K. back, they got Gus Edwards back, they got
Marcus
Lamar,
Peters and Marlon Humphreys coming back.
Yep on defense, and then the receivers are still god awful. All right, East: Bills, Dolphins, Jets, Patriots.
Bills, Dolphins, Jets, Patriots.
I'm gonna say underrated Zach Wilson.
I don't hear people trashing him though.
But they don't be talking about him.
What's there to talk
Bro, he's electric. He can run. He's white.
Overrated, I'm say Mac Jones.
As overrated.
I don't know if he's
He's only
overrated.
had 1 year in the league.
And people are still trying to say Trevor Lawrence is better than him. And he had a better
Maybe.
season.
But even though it's because of the jersey he's wearing, he's compared to Tom a lot.
Well, that's because they want him to be Tom.
Yeah.
They just expect
So
him
overrated.
No, that's what Patriots
They
fans
want him to be.
want
They
to
don't-
see him
They're
become.
not saying that he is.
You compared with Tom, you're overrated. That's all I'm saying.
So Peyton Manning is overrated?
Underrated.
He's compared to Tom. Eli Manning is overrated. The only Tom
Probably.
Brady slayer.
I'm gonna say the Von Miller pickup to the Bills is overrated.
Because you don't think
I
that's
don't
going to...
think he's gonna
I'd agree
be
with
the
that.
same
I
Von
don't...
Miller.
But the Bills' defense is...
No, the Bills' defense is still legit, but I don't think Von Miller's gonna put him over the top, like making this elite defense that they.
But they're already in
already. Yeah.
My thing is, they were already at elite defense. Adding Von Miller won't make them like a shit ton better, but Von Miller's might have a more productive season because he's going to have a lot of pressure taken off of him, like when he went to the Rams with Aaron Donald. You're going to see,
To be
'cause-
fair though,
with the Broncos, he was the reason the Broncos defense was that good because everybody
yeah, when
was
he was with
focused
the Broncos
was
in his
focusing
prime,
on
yeah.
Vaughn. So like Chubb and whoever else they had, I can't remember names right now.
it took Vaughn a while to get going with the Rams.
To mesh. Yeah, but he has a whole off seasons to mesh with the Bills.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he had a better playoff run than he did
The
whole-
first like 5 or 6 games they had.
the whole season we had with him. His playoff run probably was just as good as his regular season
How
run,
many-
including the Broncos.
When did he
games.
get traded? Week 6?
The week before we played you guys.
That doesn't help me. I can't remember yet.
So like week 9.
So week 8 he got traded. So yeah, about half the season. That makes sense. But now he gets 3 months off season and then
He's another year
Preseason.
older.
So
Yeah.
I don't think he'll make it an impact that his contract is worth. I guess that's what
that
I'm trying to say.
makes sense.
So in that term, you saying he's overrated
Yeah,
compared to his contract?
yeah.
That makes sense.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, me too. What about underrated? Who would you guys say? My just Gesicki, because he gets kind of left out of the tight end conversation because of Darren Waller, George Kittle, and
What do you dip Nuggets in?
what is Wyatt dip Nuggets in?
What do you dip Nuggets in?
Wyatt doesn't dip in anything.
If I do anything, it's barbecue sauce.
Sauce Gardner. Underrated.
Alright.
You think he's underrated because he got picked 4th instead of 3rd?
I wanted to bring him up. Underrated. If Christian was here, damn well he would have said Stephon Diggs is overrated.
Probably, but I think Stephon Diggs is a top 10 receiver.
Yeah, I don't think he's underrated at all.
I don't think he's overrated either. I think he's just perfect.
I'm trying to think, but
Underrated. I'm telling you, Zach Wilson or Corey Davis, because Corey Davis gets shadowed, but he has constant 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah, it's doing pretty well.
Like with the Titans, he had more yards than AJ Brown. He had like 1,100 yards, and then he went to the Jets, and he's had 2,000-yard seasons. I was pissed when they got rid of Corey Davis. That really pissed me off.
I can't think. I'm terrible at this.
I'm trying to think of that receiver the Patriots just picked up.
Oh,
From the Jets, I think.
Parker?
Yeah, Devontae Parker's pretty good.
Yeah, but he got outshined by a rookie, Jalen Waddle. Because he came from the Dolphins, not the Jets.
That's why he's underrated. They didn't give him a chance.
The Dolphins have given
He's
him
like
plenty of
26.
chances. Yeah, he's been in the league for a little bit.
All right.
I'm telling you, it's Corey Davis or Zach Wilson.
Jabril Peppers.
Fuck no. That man's a bum.
He's going to have a good season.
That man's a bum.
Who's he playing for now?
Patriots.
Oh.
Gabe said Stephon Diggs is overrated. My man's is staying on the live. That's what's up. Shouts out to Gabe. He's just in here.
You sure that doesn't say Christian?
Not consistent enough.
Top 25?
What, is he 11?
I mean, it's hard to just spit out 24 names better than Stephon Diggs.
I like going live, actually. It's kind of cool.
Oh, it's a new aspect.
And we got 30
Yeah, I guess I'll go with your Zach Wilson as
I'm
underrated.
saying, like,
It's only been a year,
I,
guys.
know, I just can't think of
you were
anything
gonna
else.
say Mac Jones is
And then
overrated.
y'all took it away from me, so that's
Because-
what I'm saying.
That's because people are still saying he's not as good as he showed.
Jabril Peppers.
All right.
That's my
All right, now we'll move on to the West. Oh, wait. East as an overall, overrated, underrated?
overrated.
I'm going to say overrated.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be that good.
People are already writing the bills for Super Bowl
Super
this
Yeah,
year.
that everybody, it seems like everybody is.
1/3 of us are writing the Titans for the Super Bowl this year. 1/3.
Too small sample size.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Nashville.
Even Nashville ain't doing that.
Oh, bet. I am on Tennessee
Reddit?
Twitter,
Oh.
and let me tell you, them boys are fine. They all love the
Is
Titans.
that the-
It's
This is
great.
their year.
Bro, every year is our year.
Every year. What's next?
West. Chargers, Raiders, Broncos,
Overrated.
and Chiefs. Overrated as a whole, yes. Definitely.
Hey, Michael just sent
Hey.
me.
That's what's up.
We is everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got to stay steady.
I think that division is going to be really good.
Yeah, but
It
we
will
gotta-
be.
I don't think that.
But you can't say they're underrated.
No, but can't they just be like?
No, you can't overrated, underrated.
If I had to choose between one of the two, yeah.
Overrated?
I guess it'd be
Devontae
overrated.
Adams. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, people say he's better than Cooper Kupp. Let's be
He
real,
is.
though.
He is.
That
Triple
is the-
crown, my friend.
That is the 1 and 2.
Devontae Adams ever done that?
No.
You ever won a Super Bowl?
Yes. Didn't he
No.
win with? He didn't win with the back. Oh, that was what,
That
12.
back in 2010.
God.
So therefore,
damn.
yeah.
Well, it was the 2010-2011 season.
Shwoo.
So therefore, he's never won a Super Bowl MVP. Has he ever beaten the 49ers in the playoffs?
I'd have to go back and look.
No, the last 2 times is no.
No.
All right, so I'm gonna say overrated. Juju Smith. Chiefs.
Who's on?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna
Derek
say
Carr.
Justin Herbert's overrated.
Oh, I like that one too, actually.
Yeah, because they're trying to compare him to like Joe Burrows and Josh Allen, and he is not.
They're like already crowding him in there.
Yeah, and he's not.
I don't care if he's more talented. Who put up the better numbers? Who had the better season? Deshaun
Devontae
Jackson's more
Adams.
talented than Cooper Cup, but I'm not
Devontae
saying
Adams
Deshaun
is a better receiver than Cooper Cup.
Cooper Cup had better numbers in every category.
Cooper
than
Cup is
Devontae
just a
Adams.
better fucking. What's the white dude from the Raiders?
Julian Edelman. Or, sorry, no, Hunter Renfro.
Renfro. He's just a better Hunter Renfro.
Is what?
That's what Cooper Cup is. It's just a better Hunter Renfro.
Okay.
Devontae Adams is one of a kind.
I'm saying, man, like Justin Blackman is a better athlete than Cooper Cup. Doesn't mean he's a better receiver.
What about Tyreek Hill? He's the best athlete in the league. Debo Samuel.
We're
DK
not talking
Metcalf.
about athleticism.
DK Metcalf has more of the weapons than Devontae Adams, but Devontae's better than DK.
Okay.
All right, but we're talking about the West.
Hey, somebody agrees with my Herbert.
That is literally still good.
Whatever.
But yeah, so I would put either Derek Carr as overrated or Justin Herbert as overrated.
I say Justin Herbert. I
Derek
don't
Carr
think Derek
underrated.
Carr's- I think Derek Carr is
Underrated.
kind of. I think he might be.
I don't think anyone
He gets
really.
shit on for no reason.
I feel like people don't even think he's top 20.
Derek Carr has been consistently better than Kirk Cousins.
And now he's got the second best receiver, so he's got more room.
Who, Hunter Renfro?
Y'all are something else.
All right, so I think we agree with the Justin Herbert being underrated. You think?
Overrated?
I mean,
Justin Herbert,
overrated.
overrated,
Me and Jordan agree that Derek Carr is pretty underrated. I would say the running back for the Broncos, Williams, Javonte,
Javonte, yeah.
he might be underrated.
Don't watch enough Broncos games.
Yeah, it's not
We're
worth
going
it.
off you. I think the Broncos receivers are a little underrated.
I would say
You're hating on
They ain't
them.
done nothing, is all I'm
they're
saying.
overrated. Jerry Judy's still put in the conversation for what? What has he accomplished?
Okay, but Cortland Sutton.
Hey, look at that.
That was like perfect
Jerry-
timing.
Yes.
Cortland
And Tim
Sutton
Patrick. Tim
is
Patrick's
good.
pretty good too.
Tim Patrick still has to prove some stuff.
I mean, he's still pretty good.
But as a whole, we agreed that they're overrated.
Who's that?
The South. I mean,
Oh,
the fucking
I see.
West.
Yeah.
I read the South up here. All right, we're moving on to the NFC South. Saints, Bucks, Falcons, Panthers. As a whole, they're overrated because any team that has Tom Brady in it is going to be overrated.
I agree.
Yeah.
That one's hard though because like I don't know how like analysts are putting the Saints, but I think the
Right
Saints.
now, I think they're pretty high on the Saints.
Oh really?
Saints do have a good defense, though.
And a good offense
Yeah,
now.
because they had some.
Yeah,
weapons.
fucking
Thomas is coming back, and then a top 10 receiver
and,
in the draft. Or,
yeah, Olave. Yeah,
or top 5.
Top-
Top 3.
top three. Yeah, literally those three just went.
Back to back to back.
And guess what? They all developed at
No one cares.
Ohio State. All right, but overrated. I'm gonna go.
Tom Brady.
You can't really overrate him, bro.
It's hard to overrate him as much
Bro,
as
I'm
I
looking
do.
buff in this.
Talent-wise, is Tom Brady
Look how
the
buff
whole
I'm
NFL.
looking.
Oh, man.
That one's hard. Mariota is over. Just kidding. Nobody has Mariota. Christian McCaffrey overrated.
I would say he's a little bit.
At this point, he just can't stay healthy.
Yeah, that's a big part.
Underrated. Jameis Winston's interviews.
Underrated.
Hey, Casey said, "Fuck Brady, gang."
No, I got my overrated. I'm gonna say Cordell Patterson's a little overrated.
No way.
He is.
It was the entire offense.
Cause there's nobody else.
Kyle
Yeah,
Pitts.
Pittman. Yeah, Pitts. Yeah, that's
He
what
just
Kyle
he
Pitts.
just got there.
And he had a hell of a season.
I'm just saying, Cordell on our team wouldn't do anything.
Would Debo on your team do anything?
Yes.
No, because your scheme is different.
No, we.
Because
would-
then Cooper's losing his
It don't
mojo.
matter. Debo's that good. Where you make plays for Debo. Cordell is just.
So you
Cordell.
would take Debo and say, "Sorry, Coop, you're sitting to the side right now. Debo's taking over."
No, I'm saying Coop. we're not going to have another 2,000-yard season.
You're gonna be like,
We're
you're
gonna
gonna
cut that
barely
down
have
to,
1,000 yards.
We're going to cut that down to like 1,300. Allen Robinson's the guy who's not doing as much.
If you got Debo, you should cut Allen Robinson.
Not just going to cut him. Winston ain't shit, bro. That's what.
No, come on, bro. Even if you don't like him, his interviews are literally goated. Come on, KC, you
I'm just
better
saying.
than that.
There's a reason Cordell's like on his 6th football team, right? The Bears didn't want him. The Bears.
The Bears suck.
And they didn't want him. That's what I'm
Could be
saying.
overrated.
The Bears don't know how to run an organization.
The Patriots didn't want him. The
They didn't
Vikings.
know how to use them.
The
I know.
Vikings didn't want him.
The Falcons figured it out.
Man, Gabe's tripping on this one, so we tripping by saying CMC's overrated.
Duh, he's
Mans
not
ain't
even
done
played.
nothing, yeah. Alright, so overrated, we're going either Cordell Patterson or CMC. Underrated, though.
I like Mike Evans, but I'd say he's just rated.
Yeah, because even like Madden had him at like a 90.
Michael Thomas, I'd say he's just rated.
I would say Michael Thomas.
But
could
he is
even be
injured
over.
also.
Yeah, he could be overrated. He just needs another year of being injured, and then he's automatically overrated. And that's an Ohio State boy. It hurts me to say because he's like the best receiver to come out of Ohio State, but
Guys,
underrated.
Cordell Patterson's a little underrated. Think about it, he's been passed up by 4 or 5 teams.
God,
Nah, he's both.
I'm gonna have to send my boy KC some of these Winston videos.
What? What is it?
He said they just think he's cute, but Mans literally said, the interviewer's like, so what'd you do to prepare for this game today? He's like, well, you know, I was talking to my trainer earlier, and he was just trying to tell me, what'd he say? Oh, he was just telling us to be prepared. What?
Arm talent, Jameis might be top 10.
Yeah,
Just arm talent.
but eye talent is definitely bottom one.
He had the laser eye correction.
True.
I've
And
seen Doug out
last
there before.
last season, he threw 5 touchdowns for 145 yards.
Did he?
145 yards in his first game
Yeah,
against the
Oh.
Packers. 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
See?
He
That
roasted.
totally skewed that thing Christian posted with that 33-7 interception touchdown ratio thing, whatever.
Yeah.
That one game totally skews.
Well, he constantly had good game. Like he only played 4 or 5 games.
that's what I'm saying though. It skewed the
Yeah, but it only takes
touchdown to interception
one
ratio.
game for that to completely.
Yeah, but the next game you could throw 4 interceptions.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
so it would have gone from 33-7 to like 33 and like 14, 20, you know?
But underrated. That's hard.
Maybe Sam
Alvin
Darnold.
Kamara. Because
As
Kamara.
underrated?
Yeah, because he's like put his.
I think he's just rated.
Yeah.
It's too quick to say Kyle Pitts.
Sam Darnold, maybe.
No, Sam Darnold's bum, bro.
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna give
He
him a
couldn't-
chance.
2
And
chances.
in the Jets, that's just a horribly ran organization.
But listen, they let him go. Zach Wilson came in and produced
Really? How many wins they have this year?
like 4.
Yeah. How's that producing?
No,
Although
that
he did
makes
get hurt.
sense.
Zach
Yeah.
Wilson did get hurt for a little bit.
I'm
But
gonna
then the backup came in and he started winning. Like, what?
I'm gonna go
So-
with that one linebacker for the Saints. I can't think of his name right now, but he always gives us a fit.
Christian probably can't think of his name right now either.
I mean, Christian talks about him.
Jonathan Vilma.
Nah, that man.
He's got like dreads, and he always wears this camo sleeve.
Oh, Cam Jordan?
No,
That's the lineman. I was going to say, that man's literally ranked as like a top defensive player.
I think his name starts with a D.
I got nothing.
Yeah, me either.
But
But as a whole, we said overrated.
yeah.
But I don't know. They got the Falcons and Panthers pretty low. Kind of like the...
Demario Davis.
Uh,
Demario Davis is pretty good.
We'll go overrated because we have to pick one.
Overrated? Yeah, I'm going for the
All right.
division.
North, I'm going to say underrated as a
Who's
whole.
there?
Packers, Lions, Bears, Vikings.
I'd say underrated.
Because I think the Lions are going to be better than people think. The Bears have Justin Fields. He's the most underrated player in this division. Most overrated is 100% Aaron Rodgers. All right, KC, you in here still, right? If you are, should Aaron Rodgers be put in jail or prison?
Why is he a Bears fan or something?
No, he's from Milwaukee.
So shouldn't he love Aaron Rodgers?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So should he be put in jail or prison? You gotta ask every Packers fan that. Bro,
Guys are
remember?
holding him hostage.
Bro, it's been this way for a while though. You remember when he got hurt against the Bears? They were getting their ass beat. He went to the locker room,
Came
got
out.
shot up with some shit, and came out and torched their defense. And then the interview after was worse than any Jameis Winston.
He was all glass eyed.
Bro, man's was fucked up. That man's was high as hell. But no, for real though, underrated. I'm sticking with Justin Fields.
Underrated. Hair extension, Sammy Watkins.
I hope so.
No,
Bro, Sammy's good. He's
decent.
he took
He's
it a
average.
step down.
He was average before he
Bro, in Buffalo, he was pretty good.
pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's about average.
That's not average. Average is average. Pretty good is above average.
Overrated is 100% Kirk Cousins.
No.
100%.
No,
Kirk Cousins
everybody.
is
I think
overrated.
everybody has him as the
No,
literal.
Everyone is in
analysts
agreement.
love Kirk Cousins.
They love talking about him because he's the most mid player
No,
ever
analysts-
in the history of
analysts
NFL,
love
bro. He is
Kirk
literally.
Cousins. They think he is like hot shit.
When you think of the most average quarterback, you think of Kirk Cousins.
I think of Eli Manning, but
They're pretty much. You see the foreheads, same.
no, Kirk Cousins is by far the most overrated player. And that's
I'm going to go Adam Thielen.
Overrated?
Overrated?
I am.
I'll take it. I think now he is.
Y'all tripping.
He's good, but he's
Before
not.
he was good, but now he's not as good.
Even before, he was good.
I think Harrison Smith might be a little overrated.
He wasn't great. You know what? Actually, yeah, Harrison Smith. I'll go Harrison Smith. Justin Fields is overrated.
Bro, sit your ass down. How?
Yes, he is.
He's more
How?
overrated than underrated.
How? Who overrates him?
No one.
You.
Yeah, you.
No, Justin Fields is a beast.
See, the fact you just said that.
And nobody else
In
says
college, sure.
that. And in the pros.
What do you do this year?
Too much hype.
That's because y'all be hanging out with me too much. You paid attention to ESPN, nobody hyping up Justin Fields.
Didn't he get sacked like 8 times in a game?
Didn't Joe Burrows get sacked 9 times in the playoff game?
Yeah, but Joe won. He didn't get blown out by 40. I don't know what they lost by.
Look, that's not Justin Fields' fault.
He's more agile. Joe's getting out of the sacks. Justin Fields should be able to.
Joe's not getting. Joe was the most sacked quarterback last year.
Because Justin Fields didn't start all year.
The Bears had a worse line, worse receiving core,
Alright.
and a maybe 3 or 4 spots lower running back.
And
The whole worse offense, bro.
there's a reason he didn't beat out Andy Dalton.
Because it's
I
just
mean,
because
he did
the coaches.
eventually beat out Andy Dalton.
Because
Who
the co-
finished the season? I don't even know.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
Did
Justin
he?
Fields
Yeah.
started from like week 3 on,
No, he
It
did
was
not.
a little later than that.
week 4 on.
They had this dual quarterback system.
I feel like the coach was just like, damn, we just brought in Andy Dalton and then drafted Justin Fields. I feel bad for Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton, you're going to get some
He
playing
got
time.
fired, bro.
Well-
You think he cared about Andy Dalton's feelings?
At the beginning, that's why he got fired, because he wasn't ruthless.
To be, Andy Dalton got hurt, and that's why Justin Fields came in, and then they just never switched back.
Because Justin Fields held it down. Enough.
Let's be real. If Nick Foles was started, bro, they would have been better.
Alright, but as a whole, North is underrated. East, Eagles, Commanders, Cowboys, and Giants.
It's hard to say underrated
Terry
and
McLaurin.
Cowboy fans in the same sentence.
Underrated,
Right.
Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, I guess.
Because who else? Overrated, Jalen Hurts.
Dak Prescott.
Oh, Dak Prescott, 100%. Not Zeke. Zeke is a beast. Underrated, Ezekiel Elliott. People are trying to say Pollard's better than
I'm
him.
offended you
What
said
a joke.
Jalen, bro. Offended.
You think he's perfectly rated?
I wouldn't say perfectly, but I'd say he's rated.
Everybody's rated.
I'd say he's a little underrated, dog.
Jalen Hurts.
A little bit.
Bro, his throwing is god awful.
Who's
The
he-
only thing that
Who's he
makes
got to
him...
throw to?
Devontae Smith,
A rookie.
A.J. Brown.
Now.
Bro, Nelson
They
Aguilar.
don't even have running
2
backs.
years
to
ago.
throw to. Who?
Yeah.
The tight end.
Dallas
Yeah,
He's
Goedert.
Goddard.
decent. He's decent. He had Zach too, but
Yeah.
Zach's old.
Then they traded him.
I'm just saying.
Did they trade him or cut him?
Traded him to Arizona.
Yeah.
Zeke is a beast. So not clutch.
But not clutch at all.
Is Dak clutch? No, he slid with 4 seconds left and couldn't spike the ball.
The ref almost ran his ass over.
Forgot about that.
So we good with Terry McLaurin as underrated and Dak is
Just-
overrated?
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else as underrated right now.
I think Dak might be more overrated than anybody in the league.
The Black Kirk Cousins. Alright, as a whole though, the East, I'd probably say they're pretty spot on rated. Like they're like mid-average teams.
I want to say they're underrated because
Just
the only
because-
team people
Yeah,
talk about is the
like
Cowboys.
Yeah, but the Eagles and Commanders should be pretty decent this year.
Honestly, I just see the Cowboys bullying that entire division again.
CD
like they did
Lamb's
last
not
year.
underrated.
No.
Watch. Now that Amari's out here, watch. You're going to have more yards than your boy Terry. If Dak can get him the ball.
Alright, West. We got Rams, Cardinals, Niners, Seahawks. Almost said Sixers.
We might be a little overrated. Not because
As a division.
Yeah, I think as a division maybe overrated because the Cardinals and 49ers kind of bring that average up. And I don't know, the Cardinals without DeAndre
That's
Hopkins.
a really good division, though.
But we
Rams,
can't be
Cardinals, and
underrated.
49ers. Yeah, no.
Overrated.
DK Metcalf.
I might say Kyler.
Huh?
You're right. I'm
I
going
think
DK.
the Seahawks might go 0-6 in that division this year.
I don't know. Our division always
I
steals a
just-
game from somebody.
I say
The Seahawks
DK.
had Russ at that point.
Bro, when we were awful, we beat them almost both times the year they won the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
the problem is that that division normally splits like everything.
The year the 49ers went to the Super Bowl, we tied them and beat them in the regular season.
Yeah, there is no like Packers to any other division. The Packers literally the only team that owns their division
Speeds up on
outright.
The Cowboys went 6-0 in their division last year.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then, come on, the division was
Did
awful
they even
last
make
year.
Did they make the playoffs?
The Cowboys? Yes, they won like 12 games
You
last
just
year.
mentioned the sliding thing. That was in the playoffs.
That was in the playoffs. I thought that was week 17 to miss out on the playoffs. That was
They
against the
might have
49ers. Huh?
13 games.
But didn't the Eagles make the playoffs last year too?
They did.
Yeah, but they got bounced the first round of Tampa.
They shouldn't have
So
made
did
the
the
playoffs.
Cowboys. So the Cowboys.
Well, yeah, but they
bounced
played
too.
the 49ers.
The Eagles also benefited from being in that terrible division. There was like 4 easy wins.
Yeah.
True. All right, so I say overrated DK. Now I have a valid reason because I'm an AJ Brown fan, and everybody tries to compare them because they came out at the same time and went to the same school, and they try to say he's better than AJ Brown, which is 100% false.
You know what? I have a theory. What school do they go out of?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss guys just don't step on the field when they play the Rams because I don't notice either of them when we play them.
Do you know the Titans beat the Rams?
Who won the Super Bowl?
You know who's overrated? Aaron Donald.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Jalen Ramsey too, huh?
Say what you want. Well, they got all their fingers though.
But, no, but
Underrated
honestly,
Debo Sam. I'm just kidding.
Cam Akers underrated.
No, he's not.
You're gonna have
He's
1,200 yards, buddy. Heard it
Okay,
here first.
I don't know. Okay.
that's not like a big spectacular event.
It is when you got CP2K on your team.
He didn't actually get to 2,000.
If you include the playoffs. You include the playoffs, you had 2,500.
You said CP, it would be CK.
You're right.
I was like, who the fuck is
I know what
CP?
you're
Chris
talking
Paul?
about.
I knew who you were too, but
I
I
don't
was
know.
like, what? I'm going underrated.
The whole Rams defense.
That's hard.
No,
We underrated, dog.
they are not underrated.
People say Buffalo got a
I'm
better
gonna
defense
go.
than us, bro.
Okay, those are like top 2 defenses in the league.
I'm going to go Mitchell from the 49ers, the running back.
Is he there?
Did he leave? I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure he's
know.
still there.
I know the
Pretty sure
Dolphins had
Mozart left.
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
Elijah
Elijah
Mitchell's
Mitchell?
still there.
Yeah.
No big deal, but
See, I might have said Christian Kirk if he was still on the Cardinals.
but now as a number 1 receiver, he's not underrated no more.
Yeah. What's that at the bottom? Oh, Seahawks. It's hard to say Seahawks have anyone that's underrated.
Bro, there's no way my man's Gabe just spent an hour and 15 minutes just chilling with us.
Yeah, he's been conversing.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He's just been on this whole time, just chilling. We actually got a lot of comments, not a lot of reactions and shit, but it's our first one.
There was no warning this was going up, was there?
No. No, that's pretty good though for the first one. But yeah, so I'm gonna stick with Elijah Mitchell and DK.
Cam
And then-
Akers, DK.
Okay, interesting.
Sorry, you can say Cooper Cup's a little underrated though.
Oh,
Just because you keep.
you might be overrated.
Overrated.
Show me another receiver with 2,000 yards.
He didn't get to 2,000 yards.
It's not Cooper's fault Calvin Johnson couldn't make the playoffs. All right? That's not Cooper's fault.
I can't believe this man's brought a little stick that's a ram's head.
It was actually on the table.
Yeah,
but-
that's what we got here.
What is that?
I don't know. Imagine if I just pulled that out of my pocket.
I honestly have no clue what
So you
this
want to
is.
compare seasons? Go to Devontae Adams 2 seasons ago, where he sat out 4 games and still had 1,800 yards and like 18 touchdowns.
It's not Cooper's fault.
I'm just saying, if he plays all those games, he probably shatters the receiving.
Why didn't he hit 2,000 in the playoffs then?
I think we got bounced pretty early.
That's not
no,
Cooper's
no,
fault.
we went to the.
Yeah,
So he
it's
might have
okay.
had over 2,000 then in the playoffs.
They showed
if
it.
he all combined.
They showed it. No one else did. That's what I saw.
I mean, do you just want this?
I'll just lose it.
We could put it up as like a little Rams figurine. That's so weird. It's probably one of the kids' toys.
They know. That they know.
Oh.
Hey, he said we're funny. That's all that takes.
Huh?
We got some comedy aspect. That's the best part.
He knows the truth about Cooper.
All right, Gabe, since you're in this, Cooper Kupp or Devontae Adams
He already said Devontae
as
Adams.
a number 1 receiver? Who are you taking?
He said Cooper's better, but Devontae's more talented. That's what he said.
Yeah, but that doesn't tell us his answer.
Sounds like Devontae to me. You're the with this or against.
But if he said Cooper's better,
Hmm?
if he said Cooper's better, but Adams is more talented, that just means Cooper's better.
No, but it sounds like he wants to go with Devontae. That's what it sounds like to me.
All right, NFL as a whole, overrated or underrated?
Well, it's no MLB, that's for sure.
NFL is definitely king.
Yeah.
Did you see they're adding the
Realistically, yeah.
Christmas games?
Hmm?
They're adding Christmas games? There's
Oh,
like
we
4
play on Christmas.
Yeah.
I can't remember who, but we play. Oh, what's up, Bowie? You like that? Consistency's key, dog.
Consistently getting hurt.
Consistently beating the 49ers. Where you guys at?
Uh,
Although, they just beat us 6 times in a row. Who cares? We won the one that mattered. Man, shitting on your guy now, bro.
I think he's just saying Adam's more talented because he's black. That's racist.
How has Adams not been consistent?
You tell me?
I'm guessing he's saying not as consistent this year. I guess. I don't know.
I mean, he just had 1,500 yards and 11 touchdowns.
Hey, Cooper had
The year before, 1,300 yards, 18 touchdowns.
Cooper had about 2,400 with the first-year quarterback. Devontae's had like 6 years to do this with
A first-year quarterback. What are you talking
first year playing together.
about? Oh.
Devontae's had like 6 years.
Yeah,
to
with
do
Matt.
this.
Okay, but Matt Stafford has been in the league for.
No, but I'm just saying the connection wasn't there. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase had more of a connection than Cooper Kupp and Matt.
Because Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase played in college.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm completely missing your point.
I'm saying Devontae had that comfortability already in the pocket. Cooper
Right.
and Matt had to build that. And they still had a better season.
All right.
He
You guys
caught every catch, dog.
Me and
He's
Jordan.
saying Devontae didn't do that. What were you saying?
We didn't do this last week. Me and you forgot, but you got a Gorn of the week. Now, for the new viewers, Gorn is greatest of right now. And this is since it's the off season, we're doing any sports because obviously we can't do NFL. But mine is Kel McCarr from the Avalanche. They just swept the Oilers. Literally beat the shit out of the Oilers.
I mean, last night's game was pretty close.
Yeah.
Or 2 nights, whatever.
Most of the games were decently close. I mean, the first game was like 8-7 or 8-6 or some shit like that. Like,
This
that's
last game
fucking
was
nuts.
just 6-5.
Yeah, in overtime.
Yeah.
Actually,
I don't want to do wrestling every time. Or else it would be Cody Rhodes.
I'm going back to my wrestling.
I'm going
You
with.
mean that amateur stuff?
Yes. The real wrestling.
Yeah, I've never seen a wrestler in that real wrestling do it with the torn pec.
Kurt Angle won a gold medal with a broken neck. He lets you know that every week.
Hey, Cody Rhodes did it with a torn freaking pec.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
They put like a gold medal on that. Yeah, I saw that
I think Christian posted it.
Oh yeah, probably.
Oh man, I'm struggling.
What are you looking up now?
I just want to be accurate on my thing. Do you guys got a Gorn?
Yeah, mine would be Seth Gross. He beat the reigning world silver medalist to qualify for the world team.
So yours is just collegiate wrestlers.
Well,
all
that's
the time.
international wrestler, yeah.
My boy Wyatt lightened me up to this one. Grant Williams, Gordon of the Week.
Who?
Grant Williams,
He got
Boston Celtics player.
He got ran over by Draymond and got the foul on him.
He got called for a foul when Draymond completely ran him over.
How many people could do that, huh? Get ran over and get the foul called.
Get the foul called.
Get ran over from the back also. You weren't even looking.
But yeah, it was like the side. He comes up underneath him and just runs him over.
That's the greatest of right
It
now.
was ridiculous.
Well, here you go. There are 4 instances in NHL history where a defenseman records at least 9 points in a 4-game sweep in Stanley Cup playoff history.
Tell me hockey stuff. Okay.
Kel McCarr has 2 of them this year. That is the greatest of right now.
How about Barry Third Leg Sanders?
He's the greatest of right now, Gabe. Barry Sanders.
He's the greatest of all time.
You can mix up the kinds. It doesn't matter. Just pick 2 random ones.
Let's be real, guys. Barry Sanders is no Sean Alexander.
Right, he's better.
The fact that you said Sean Alexander of all people.
Well, I couldn't say somebody legitimate like Eric Dickerson.
There is no one else legitimate. Barry Sanders is the greatest of all time.
Barry didn't have 1,800 yards 3 times in his first 4 years.
And then just leave the league.
Yes. It is Eric's fault he went to the Colts, but I'm just saying. Imagine if he stayed in LA, though.
Imagine if Barry Sanders played his whole career.
Eric had about the same amount of time. They both played about 10 years.
Barry Sanders is the greatest of all time. Barry Sanders was running for his life every single play.
Eric was bigger and faster than Barry Sanders.
Hey,
If Barry
Devontae Adams is more athletic than Cooper Kupp. Are we going to start adding athleticism into the conversation?
But when that athleticism leads to the most rushing yards in a season ever still to this day, I would say that goes with the,
Okay, until this season, when
if
Derrick
we put
Henry
Barry
shatters that
Sanders
record.
on that Rams team and your running back
On the
Lions.
Eric Dickerson.
Yeah, Eric Dickerson, Barry Sanders destroys it.
Does he?
Yes.
Probably.
I don't know.
Yes.
We don't know. That's
a lot
the
of
problem.
Barry's game was making people miss. You know what?
Right, so if he only has to make one person miss,
Instead
he's
of
gone every single
13.
play.
I don't know.
Instead,
the whole defense and the
Yeah.
coach on the sideline.
Maybe Barry's.
if you swap their situations, I think Barry Sanders takes
Yeah,
it.
if you put Barry Sanders on that Cowboys team, Barry Sanders has every record for the rest of eternity.
He didn't have the love.
Didn't have the love for the game
Yeah.
because Detroit took it from him.
Hey, Detroit might have took it from Barry
Either
Sanders.
Detroit retired early and Calvin Johnson retired early.
But listen, Detroit might have taken the love from the game from all the football players, but they gave it straight to the rappers.
They gave it to the
Eminem loves the rap game because he has so much to rap about because that city's so bad. Barry Sanders sat out after he broke the record for most yards in a season.
That's not Eric's fault. Why you guys keep taking this random stuff and making it like it's Eric Dickerson's fault?
Just
My man's not even a Lions fan.
Barry Sanders.
He's a Broncos fan.
Barry's is
Barry
great.
Sanders is the greatest of all time.
He's great.
He could be talking about Terrell Davis right now.
Right? Both under Eric Dickerson is all I'm saying.
Well,
What? Name. All right. How about this? Name a running back who's had 3 2,000-yard seasons.
there isn't one.
There's one. You guys got something there?
Go ahead, Jordan. Who was it?
Marshall Falk.
No. No, bro.
Are you
No.
talking about combined?
This is the
Rushing
worst
and-
argument
Yeah.
ever, bro.
What?
Worst argument ever.
Is it Marshall's fault?
This
he
is
can
the
catch?
worst argument ever.
Is that Marshall's fault?
We're
he can
talking
catch?
about a running back to have rushing yards, bro.
All right. Okay, guys. I get what you guys say. Debo ain't shit, dog. He can only run the ball, man. That's not what I need out of a receiver. That's basically what you guys are saying.
No, we're saying you're taking 2,000 all-purpose yards and turning it into.
Name someone else who has 2.
I would have to look at the stats.
There is no one. It's just.
I don't just sit and look at Marshall Falk stats. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm just saying. He did it 3 times. Is all I'm saying.
That was the worst thing
Well,
ever, bro.
Did Jonathan Taylor get to 2,000 this year?
Yeah.
Because he got 1,800 rushing and like 300 receiving, I think.
Well, there's one.
So he's at 1 in his second year. So
Well, you would have thought Derrick Henry would have got 2.
I'm
he
pretty sure
hasn't.
Derrick Henry's at 2.
He's not.
he probably would have gotten there just off of rushing yards alone this year if he hadn't.
He was going to do it
That's
this
not
year
Marshall's
now.
fault. That's not Marshall and Eric Dickerson's fault. Lucky he got that extra game. That's all. You would have thought Christian McCaffrey would have had 2,000
Yeah,
yard
but he
seasons.
keeps
right?
getting hurt.
Todd Gurley, you would have thought he would have had 2,000 yard seasons. It ain't happened. Now sitting here trying to penalize Marshall for having hands. That's not his
I'm not
fault.
calling him a bad running back.
No, I'm just saying. He should
But
be.
Barry Sanders is the greatest of all time.
Hey, Marshall could make guys miss too. And he had better hands.
But Barry made everybody miss. The whole defense.
Not to a Super Bowl, though.
Because he was on Detroit.
Stop sleeping on Detroit, man. What are y'all even looking at?
I'm actually looking up Barry Sanders' stats. I was just curious.
You pull him up, I want to see Marshall.
Man's never had less than 1,000 yards.
Because he retired early.
Okay.
So
His last year, he had 1,491 yards.
his last year, he was like 30.
Yeah, he was 30.
So that's pretty young.
No, that's when running backs start to decline.
Now.
No, that's always.
All the greats go to at least 30.
Marshall Falk on all-purpose
And
yards
if you're Frank Gore, you go to 40.
for a full season is 13th
Huh?
for most. Most yards all-purpose in a season, Marshall Falk is 13th.
No.
Yes.
What is it?
Chris Johnson is 7th. with 2,500.
That one good year, all right?
Darren Sproles has a 2,700-yard season, bro.
Are they
Darren
counting?
Sproles underrated.
Are they counting return yards too, like kick return yards?
They might be.
That is part of purpose yards.
LT had 2, at least.
2,000 yards. All right, we'll see. That's good company to be in.
LT had 3.
Oh, scratch that from the tape. Marshall had 4 2,000-yard seasons. Marshall in 1999 had 1,381 rushing, 1048 receiving.
Well, Zeke's even had a 2,000-yard all-purpose season.
All right. But still, LT's the only guy who did it twice, besides Marshall.
Well, I was just looking at LT. I wasn't looking at everybody. Bro, Cordell Patterson in 2013 had it. Probably had it this year.
Cordell Patterson, too. My ass.
He had 2,020 yards.
That has to include
Yeah,
returning
yeah.
yards.
Hey, it's not his fault he can return.
All right,
It's not his fault he can catch, run, and return.
Yeah, but return, you get like 20, 30 yards.
But it's not his fault. It's not his fault. What you're saying? If you could, you're saying if
That's a free catch.
whose fault is it that Marshall couldn't return?
Marshall could return.
Then why didn't he?
He did.
Exactly.
But that's not included in this.
In this one, it is,
In that one, it is.
and he still doesn't have the most.
Who?
Marshall, he's 13th.
It don't matter.
Ray Rice, I think, has 2.
On this return yardage one.
Barry Sanders only went to the playoffs once in his career.
Walter Payton has 2 already that I've seen.
I didn't know that. I was just looking that up.
I don't know what to say with that.
He only played one game.
Tiki Barber has
in the playoffs.
quite a handful. Let's see, I've seen 2 already. Let me see.
See, now I'm like skeptical of yours because I don't know how much it has to do with return yards.
Todd Gurley's on here. This is just all-purpose yards.
Yeah, but I wasn't counting return.
But even with return, his best season was only 2,400 yards.
Who? Marshall?
Marshall.
All right, he wasn't returning at that point. You talking about 1999?
Yeah.
Why would he be returning if he's doing everything else? That's the year he had 1,300 and 1,000 receiving yards.
Yeah, Darren Sproles had 2,700 yards all-purpose.
Through returning. What are you talking about?
I mean, shit, Derek Mason had a 2,700-yard
I'm
return.
not going to talk about returning anymore.
Chris Johnson had a 2,500-yard season, and he wasn't a return man.
All right, yes, he's on there once.
True.
Marshall's on there 4 times.
Was Christian McCaffrey a return man?
I don't think so.
Well, in 2019, he had 2,400 all-purpose yards.
It's a good year.
LT's on here 3 times, at least. Brian Mitchell has the
Let me see
21st
LT.
and 22nd all-purpose yards. I've seen Leon Washington. I don't know who that is. Oh, LaDainian Tomlinson. Yeah, I think he's on here 3 times. 3. David Johnson had a 2,100-yard season.
Yep, LaDainian 3 times. It's not 4 though. Are you saying LaDainian's not a top 10 running back?
He has.
Yeah. What about you?
What?
Is LaDainian top 10?
LaDainian Tomlinson? Yeah.
Alright. That's all I was asking. Is he over Marshall? You tripping, man.
I mean, 26 touchdowns in one season.
This literally just turned into a debate, like for no reason. Like what?
Because it buried 3 legs. Or whatever. Hey, Marshall's got the MVP. He's
So-
got the Super Bowl ring.
All right.
So scrimmage yards, Jerry Rice is number 1. Emmitt Smith is 2.
Is this all time?
Yeah, all-time yards from scrimmage. So this isn't including
Huh.
kick returns. Jerry Rice is 1. Emmett is 2. Peyton is 3. Frank Gore is 4. Marshall Falk is 5.
Thank you.
LaDainian Tomlinson is 6. Barry Sanders is 7.
I'm not saying Marshall's better than Barry. I'm just saying Marshall should be in there.
In the what category? Top 5?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Name a running back who has what Marshall has. Let's just talk Super Bowl ring to begin with. Name a running back who's got that. Walter. Emmett.
Terrell Davis.
Terrell Davis, if you want to include him.
Terrell
Derrick
Davis
Henry
isn't
after
even
this
in the
year?
top 20.
He shouldn't be. He retired so early. He only played like, what, 6 years? People sleeping on Marshall, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, Rams got 2 top 5 running backs.
Who's the other one?
Eric Dickerson.
I think it's
Played
Derrick.
4 years for y'all.
It don't matter. Them 4 years is dominant. 1,800
Oh,
yards.
there he is. He was 18th all time. in
Eric
scrimmage
Dickerson?
yards, yeah.
18th. Most in the 4.
You said name somebody that has what Marshall Falk has, right?
Yeah, you named 3.
Currently, Alvin Kamara.
Where's his Super Bowl ring?
He might not get one, but
What are you talking about then?
I didn't realize how
You don't-
long Jerry Rice played.
Played like 22 seasons, didn't he?
From 1985 to 2004.
does a Super Bowl ring keep you out of the Hall of Fame if you don't have one?
No, but I'm just saying, you're trying to knock Marshall out of the top 5. I mean, I would think you'd have to have a Super Bowl ring since
But
he
as
matches
a
them.
running back, top 5 running back.
So catching doesn't matter. It clearly works. Marshall's in there with 3 of the GOATs. Right?
I would not count him as a top 5 running back.
You tripping, is what I'm saying. Who's kicking him out? Are you saying Alvin Kamara's kicking Marshall out?
No, but LT is.
How?
Because he's a better running back.
Apparently not. He didn't win.
He was not on a good team. You guys had like
He wasn't a
Isaac
good
Bruce.
team.
barely. Phillip Rivers is better than Kurt Warner. Come on.
Hey, Kurt only played
Come
like
on.
5 seasons.
And
And
then
not
he-
all with us.
And then he
28 touchdowns actually in a season.
LaDainian?
Yeah.
I thought so. But didn't he break Marshall's record?
What record?
Oh,
That's
just,
rushing
that's just
touchdown.
LaDainian?
Yeah.
That's rushing
Yeah.
touchdowns.
Yeah, and then he had 3 receiving touchdowns that season
3. Marshall be like tripling that now.
with 508 yards.
No, just give me the stats, bruh. There, Marshall's best year was 18 touchdowns. With
But the most yards he's ever rushed in a season was 1382.
that's the most.
Yeah, that he's rushed in a season. It's
Marshall?
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay. I was gonna
1382.
say. I was like, dude, what are the odds? Because Marshall has that too.
Yeah, no, Marshall Falk's the most he's ever rushed in a year was 1382.
All right. Y'all just
How many
throwing the
attempts?
receiving yards right into the trash
let me
like it's
see.
nothing.
Go to his
260.
rushing.
Dude, 5 yards a carry 3 times.
His career yards a carry is 4.3.
All right, but look at the last 2 years. All right, he was an old man by then.
I mean, even with St. Louis, it's only a 4.8.
Huh?
It's only 4.8.
All right, but those last 2 years are with St. Louis. It really tanks his numbers. What is that?
To what, Nick Chubb's?
Huh?
Just as good as Marshall Falk?
If he can withstand it and get a ring.
He's with the Browns. You think he's ever winning a ring?
You act like St. Louis was like the Celtics of the NFL. We weren't. That was our first ring.
Yeah, but
We had an undrafted quarterback as our starter.
and it turned out to be a positive thing.
All right.
The
But
Browns won't ever have that in their life. Their organization is the worst in the NFL.
I'm just saying, we weren't a great organization either until Marshall came in.
Until Marshall came in.
It is the year he got there. We won a Super Bowl. And he had 1,300 yards and 1,000 receiving yards. With
I mean, they're pretty close. I think I would take LaDainian if I had to take
tripping.
Because, I mean, their stats.
LaDainian's great. He's not Marshall. He wanted to be Marshall. Ask LaDainian.
LaDainian Tomlinson had 45 more rushing touchdowns than.
Why do y'all just be throwing this man's receiving touchdowns out of the window?
Yeah, I mean, Marshall only had like 30-some receiving touchdowns, and granted, LaDainian only had like 17. Yeah, he only had 17 receiving touchdowns. But overall, LaDainian still had more touchdowns.
How many rushing touchdowns did he have?
145.
Rushing.
Yes.
And then he had 17 receiving?
Receiving. So even if you combine
Okay, all right.
Marshall's
All right.
rushing and
But,
receiving touchdowns, he still doesn't compare to
but
145 rushing touchdowns LaDainian had.
Marshall was doing this with two better receivers also.
I don't know who.
Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce.
Yeah, I know them. I don't know who LaDainian Tomlinson had as receivers.
Vincent Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Michael Floyd.
And then their yards per attempt is about the same.
Antonio Gates.
Oh yeah. Now that you're naming them, I do remember that.
We've been at this for an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Don't get me going, bro. I will defend my boys, man.
Well, first live, probably be going live from now on. Hopefully when the regular season comes along, we can get together and do some live streams. Jordan probably won't be here because of the Rams. But if it's the bye week, he'll probably make an appearance. And playoff season, he'll make appearances.
hey, the first Sunday.
You guys have a bye?
No, we play the Bills on Thursday.
Ah.
Yeah.
True. And maybe Monday nights we can get together.
Yeah, I think we only have one Monday night game.
The problem is Monday night games, I drop the kids off as soon as they start. So you would have to, like, start the stream without me, and then I'll just show up.
Oh, you gotta
All right.
drop them off like
Love
right
you
when the
guys.
game
Thanks for
starts.
watching. Peace out.
So you work too?